Welcome everybody, it's great to have you with us. I'm your host, Benjamin Weston. Very Good Sales is the podcast brought to you by Showing Up. We help people get 1% better every day at sales and business development. Each week we bring you a short micro lesson that you can put into practice right away. It's all about becoming irreplaceable to your clients by building trust, bringing value, and in the process unlocking your potential and growing sales. And head over to showinguplearning.com for more free learning or to inquire about working with our team. And let's get to today's micro lesson. What is your white whiskey? So let me tell you a story. When Vladimir Smirnoff fled Russia during the revolution, he didn't exactly pack a suitcase full of valuables. He left with very little. But in his pocket, he carried something special, a recipe. A recipe for something almost completely unknown in the West at that time, vodka. Now, this wasn't just a family hobby. Back home, the Smirnoffs had been distilling vodka since 1864. The House of Smirnoff supplied the imperial court of the Tsars. Think prestige, wealth, and some serious spirits credibility. But the Bolsheviks weren't handing out sympathy cards. The revolution swept away everything, his business, his home, his country. So Vladimir started again, first in Poland, then in France, and eventually through a string of licensing deals, and let's be honest, a bit of good luck, his vodka landed in the United States. Here's the snag though, America didn't want vodka. This was the 1930s. Whiskey was king. Rum had pirates, gin had the speakeasies, but vodka, nobody had even heard of it. It had no image, no story, no market. Honestly, trying to sell vodka in the US back then was like trying to sell a fax machine to Gen Z today. People would just look at you blankly. So what did Vladimir and his partners do? They didn't try to force vodka down people's throats, literally or figuratively. Instead, they rebranded it. They called it white whiskey. And the pitch? No taste, no smell. That was the hook. Something familiar, which was whiskey, and something just different enough, white. It was genius. Half a step forward, not so far away that people rejected it, but far enough to get them curious. Then along came the Moscow Mule, a drink built entirely to sell vodka, copper mug, fresh lime, ginger beer, absolutely delicious, and more importantly, super cool. By the time the Mule took off, people were finally ready to hear the word vodka, and the rest, as they say, is history. Today, Smirnoff is the best-selling vodka in the world, 28 million cases a year. All of it traced back to one man who understood something crucial. Meet people where they are and then walk them half a step forward. And here's your micro lesson. Just half a step. Your clients don't live in your world. They're not reading your strategy deck. They don't know your jargon. They're not walking around all day thinking about your product. So when you pitch, don't start in your world, start in theirs. White whiskey wasn't vodka's identity. It was an invitation, the bridge. Nobody was ready for vodka, but they were ready for something that sounded like whiskey, just lighter, cleaner, fresher. White whiskey. One half step forward. Then came the next step, the Moscow Mule. And then eventually, global dominance. Smirnoff didn't push, it guided. And that brings us to your exercise, the half step test. Take your value proposition, your pitch, the way you introduce your company. Now ask yourself, where's the jargon? Where are you meeting the client in their world? Are you taking them half a step forward or no steps at all? Or maybe way too many steps forward? Then rewrite it until it hits that sweet spot. That's how you find your own white whiskey. So that was today's micro lesson. Thanks for listening to Very Good Sales, brought to you by Showing Up. I'm Benjamin Weston, and I really hope today's micro lesson gave you something practical to take into your next client conversations this week. And if you'd like to go deeper, our learning platform gives you complete access to a comprehensive library of really great courses. It's been designed so you can learn on your own or as a team, whether that's in a meeting room together, online, and at a time that suits you. And every module is highly practical, story-led, built around real-world scenarios and focus on helping you build trust, bring value, and grow sales with integrity. And the cool part is, for every person who subscribes, we provide a free scholarship through our foundation to a young person facing barriers to work. So by investing in your own growth, you're also helping someone else take their first step into the workplace. And you can try the platform for free at showinguplearning.com. That's showinguplearning.com. Thanks again for listening. Take care of yourselves. Good luck out there, and we look forward to seeing you next time.